Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Today I have more updates for you regarding several of the stocks that I've talked about previously: Sensionics, BioNano Genomics, and CCIV, Churchill Capital, and the suspected merger with Lucid Motors. Another exciting day in the stock market. Can't wait to talk with you about it. Let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. For those of you interested, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. Over there, I offer exclusive content, including a private Discord where you can come and join me and the rest of the gang and talk stocks with us, and also talk about stocks throughout the trading day. It's been really exciting so far, and I absolutely love watching that community build. The link for that is down in the description. Also down in the description is a link for Webull. By signing up and depositing $100, you get 2 free stocks valued anywhere from a total of $10.50 to a total of $1,850. Also, it gets me 2 free stocks to help support this channel. Thank you to everyone who's already supported the channel, and thank you to those of you who have yet to sign up. Finally, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share with your friends. Let's get on to the stocks. Alright, so for BioNano Genomics, BNGO, the hype for the stock continues to grow as more and more news comes out about the possible uses for the Sapphire system that Biogenomics has released. And so more of that, some of that hype, as I found in this article, talks about the mutations of the coronavirus and the role that Sapphire can play in that, in identifying those variations, and also being part of the study to identify why some people react so severely to the coronavirus while others don't. So if we take a look at the daily chart for BioNano Genomics, you can see that we had a really nice day where the stock came up to $15.60 at a high. And if we look intraday on that, this is the 30-minute chart that we're looking at. The stock ripped up to $15.60 and then came right back down. And then after settling a little bit, it came back up. And now it seems to finally have evened out right around that $15 mark. So it's been a really good ride for BNGO. I've been talking about on this channel since it was, I believe, less than $2. And it's been a lot of fun. And I think that people are starting to take BNGO seriously, and it's finally starting to bring along a lot of investors, and it's really starting to hold those bottom prices, that it doesn't just fall back down like we were so worried about in the beginning when it ramped up over, I think it was over $7, almost $8 a share in just a few days' time. With penny stocks, you always fear it coming right back down, and this one just didn't do it. The symposium came out, and the stock price has been building pretty much ever since. So for BNGO going forward, we always have those catalysts of the positive news coming out for the company for more uses of the Sapphire system. So BNGO, if you're already invested and you're invested for a while, I think that you've enjoyed the ride. If you're looking for a position with BNGO, today's a day where it's really run up. For me, I would rather buy it on a red day than a green day, but I think movements like this are when you can really start to believe that there is something behind that hype in the company. So this is a stock that stays on my radar. It's one that I do have a long position in. I made my money on this stock very early, so my risk is pretty much zero at this point in time, that the rest of the money that I have in it is profit money. So for me, it's a very comfortable position to be, and I'm going to let that money ride on BNGO as the stock plays out and as the company matures. Really, all that's left for BioNano Genomics is for the company to show the investors that their money is not misplaced, and so that'll come out as the quarterly earnings are reported over time. The next company is Sensionics, ticker symbol SENS, and the news for Sensionics is the pending FDA approval that they have, and should the FDA approval go through, that's good news for them. That means more of a market, more market penetration for Sensionics going forward. They have a 90-day implantable device for continuous glucose monitoring for CGMs. They're working on a 180-day and a 365-day, and they're also working out the calibration issue about how often the device needs to be calibrated. So really trying to take that next step in having better care and better tools able to track people's glucose levels for people who have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Today, several SEC filings came out about institutional ownership, and so here on the screen, I have for you some of the ones came in. You can see February the 16th for these three, that between the three of them, that's almost 50 million shares purchased. So that's a good vote for the company that there's actually something behind their product, that they're not just a penny stock who's working on hype alone. That is confirmation that they're a company that we can have more confidence investing in because the institutions are seeing the same thing that some of us retail investors are. So if you take a look at the daily chart for Sensionics, you can see the gap up that I had today peaking at $5.40, still staying up above $5, $5.20 right now. It's been a really good run for Sensionics. I believe that I had this one on the channel somewhere between $2 and $3 a share, so it's doubled since then. And I'm very pleased with the way that it's turned out. I believe that it was somebody from the Discord who brought Sensionics to my attention, said, hey, what do you think of this stock? I took a look at it and I said, I really like the product that they have. I think that I'll put in for a position on this. So I took a position and it's easily paid for itself, and it's a stock that I believe that will continue to pay for itself over time. And depending on what news we get and what plays out, I might start adding more to that position as we go along. Looking intraday, you can see that SENS had a really good run, that it spiked up to 540, came back down, settled for a while, and then slowly rose back up. And then finally, as we get near market close, right around that $5.20 mark, I don't see this stock coming back down below $4 anytime soon. It would have to be some fairly negative news for the company for that to happen. So looking back at the daily chart, seeing the gap up that we have, it's natural to see that a stock settle after such a big day like today. So if you see it settle throughout the week, and what we're looking for then is for it to establish a nice bottom that we can see where that next line of support is for Sensionics as we go forward. I would like to see it stay above $4. So as Sensionics gets that FDA approval, which most people expect to happen, that's going to be a catalyst for this stock. And also as we see more developments come out about the 180-day implantable and the 365-day implantable, which would be less and less invasive. It would be a procedure that people would have to go through more rarely in order to have that device implanted under their skin. I think that we'll really see a lot of market penetration. I think that we'll also see a lot of market adoption for their technology. Finally, the big news is on Lucid Motors and CCIV and the potential merger that is between the two of them, and we get further confirmation today. Again, there's still no signed deal. There's no SEC filing about an intention to merge or of a business deal like that. But in this article through Reuters, we get this information about nearing a deal. And if we scroll down, we get this line right here that says about Lucid and Klein, Klein being the one who represents CCIV. And then Lucid Motors, of course, agree on key terms of the deal according to the sources. So with that news coming out, if we take a look at the day that CCIV is having, you can see that the biggest green bar to date on the daily chart that we have here. And if we take a look intraday, you can see the moment that news dropped, because the day wasn't really anything remarkable for CCIV standards until we hit right about here around that 2 o'clock hour or so. I believe that it was actually right around 1:40. And if we look at the 10-minute chart, we can see more specifically when that news hit, and you can see what it did to the stock price. And it looks like here, as we near the market close, that it's rallying back, getting close to that $54 a share mark. Again, it's not official until it's in writing and it's filed with the SEC that the two companies, CCIV and Lucid Motors, intend to merge. So that's something that we're looking at, and it's anticipated that that should happen this month. So we'll keep our eyes open for that. And with the people over in the Discord, and they were wondering, hey, what are you going to do with the shares that you have? So what I did was I took a few shares and sold them off to break to even, because I tripled my money on this one. So I sold about a third of the shares. That covered any gamble that I had. Everything that I have now is pure profit. So as that deal is announced, as it's expected to be announced within the month, then we should see that stock price. I think that we'll see an even greater surge than what we've seen so far. Some people are saying that it could even hit up to $70. I really don't know. I mean, watching it go up to 55 today was astounding. So we'll see how far the hype will carry it and how big a pop we get from that. Lucid Motors themselves, I think they'll be a dominating force going forward, especially with the news that they say that they plan after they establish themselves more as a car company with their cars in production, that they'll start scaling down to more affordable cars to hit an even bigger market. And I think that they're doing the right thing with that. And I think they're going to have a fair amount of the EV market share in the United States and any other countries that they move into. All right, so let me summarize. BNGO, I really liked the company when I first read about it. I didn't expect it to hit $15. I got told I was crazy when I said somewhere between $6 to $8, and then when it went to $7, and watching it climb from there, I thought it would take longer than it did, but the more news comes out, the more excited people are, so I'm pleased to have underestimated that company as much as I did, and I'm also pleased to watch it go further, and I really hope that it goes a long way in furthering medicine, cancer research, viral research, autism, however far it can reach. The more the better, because I absolutely love to see companies like this succeed, and really to either meet or exceed its potential would be amazing. Sensionics, also a company that I really hope to see good things coming from their company. I really would love to see their subcutaneous device, the Eversense 180 and the 365 especially. That way people only have to go through the procedure either twice a year or once a year, and then they can have that monitor there. So some people don't mind XCOM, and if that's right for you, then that's right for you. I'm certainly not talking about that. But for the people who are looking for something different, who think that the subcutaneous version would be more right for them, at least then they have the option of going that route. And having that choice, I think, is a wonderful thing. So I really hope for good things for Sensionics. I think we've seen good things so far, and I think that they'll continue to be a strong company moving forward. Finally, CCIV, super exciting news. Hearing that we should hear something about the deal within the month coming out of Reuters. So that's exciting. You can see other people are excited about it in the stock price that they have. So for those of you who made your money on CCIV, congratulations. For those of you who haven't invested, I don't know that you missed the boat. For me, if I'm going to buy into a stock, I'd rather buy on a red day than a green day. The choice is always up to you. Do your research, do your due diligence, see what you want to decide to do. So thank you all for watching this video. If you would like to join us over at the Patreon, the link's down in the description. Also down in the description is that link for Webull if you need a trading platform. I really do enjoy it. I'm especially enjoying the level 2 features that it has. They've been super helpful so far. Also down in the description is that link for Webull. Go ahead and click it and sign up, deposit your $100, get your 2 free stocks. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and due diligence. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.